Yeah. Emily, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Hey guys. So Vegas is the first team to sweep you guys this year. I mean, just what do you think has been sort of the consistent struggle with this matchup, especially?
I think for us it's about, finishing plays and executing. I think there's some breakdowns that we have on defense, and then we'll get a stop or we'll play good for 22 seconds and then get a late look at a late basket. So I think it's just executing for the full shot clock, and then keeping them one and done and then going the other way, and then executing our offense the way we want to. I think sometimes we get a little sped up or out of sorts a little bit, and I think if we slow down, move the ball, we're good.
Only a couple games left until playoffs start. I mean, just kind of what do these next couple of days, couple of games look like for you guys in terms of trying to correct some of this stuff in the home stretch here?
Just kind of keep working on us. I mean, like you said, you want to be at your best potential going into playoffs. So this was awakening. We can learn some lessons from this game, and we have another game on Tuesday, so we'll just bounce back then.
And Ty, for you, you played with Asia in college. I know obviously not great to have her hang 29 on you guys, but what was it like for you to see her get that milestone tonight?
Asia is a very special player. I mean, credit to her. I knew she was special in South Carolina. Just her coming in the league and doing what she's doing is amazing. It's a blessing just to be a part of her journey in college and now here and played against her. Big ups to her. That's not my little sis. That's my big sis. But I'm really proud of her.
Any other questions for the players? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We're back with Coach. All right, we're back with Coach. We'll do a quick opening statement, then go to questions.
Obviously, disappointed with the loss. Certainly, I thought we had some moments of doing some really good things. That run in the end of the second quarter and then into the third quarter hurt us. It was a little bit too much to overcome. The Aces did everything that they needed to and were supposed to. They made big shots. They answered runs. They had players step up for them and knock down big shots. And of course, Asia Wilson is always a load and tough to handle. So we're disappointed, no doubt about it, but we got to bounce back. We've got a couple of games at home before we head into the playoffs. So got to be resilient, got to be ready to bounce back.
Emily?
Steph, Vegas is the only team you guys haven't beaten this year. I mean, just what do you feel like has made this matchup such a consistently difficult one for you guys?
Well, they've got a lot of weapons. I mean, certainly 4 Olympians, well, 5 really. Gustafson's more than that. Tiff Hayes is an Olympian. They got a lot of Olympians. They got a lot of great players. And when they're all clicking, it's really, really tough to match up with them. You can't give. You've got to be on time, on target with every single coverage. You got to execute every single coverage. You just can't make mistakes. They make you pay for making mistakes, and whether that mistake is in the first 5 seconds of the shot clock or the last second of the shot clock, they make the right play. They make the right read, and they've got balance on the floor, and so it makes it really tough. I felt like we had moments where we weren't all connected on the defensive end of the floor, and they found that one piece that wasn't connected. And that's what great teams do. That's what championship teams do. That's why they're back-to-back world, WNBA champions. And then when we strung together 3 or 4 stops, then we couldn't convert on the other end as well. So it was a combination of things for us. But again, we sit in a good spot, and we got to come home, and we got a tough game against Minnesota on Tuesday.
And a really consistent road trip for Marina, kind of start to finish. I mean, what has been the biggest growth you've seen in her just over these last couple of games, actually getting some reps with you guys?
Yeah, I think more than anything, it's just getting comfortable, right? Like, she's a scorer. She's a facilitator. She's a go-to player. I think more than anything, it's just her getting comfortable, in the game, getting comfortable with playing with everybody else on the floor, and then them getting comfortable with her, where her shots are coming from, how she's facilitating. All of those things. I think the biggest thing is for us continuing to move in that positive direction. I felt like we missed some opportunities today in transition, whether it was her, whether it's DB, cross matches on Breezy. We just have to continue being a little bit more aware on the offensive end.
And then with that Minnesota game, a big one for your playoff seeding, obviously. I mean, just how do you kind of reset after 4 games on the road, coming back and facing, the biggest game left on your stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, we gotta move on quickly. That's the name of the game in this league. We still sit in a good spot. It's going to be a long travel night, of course. Getting home, getting rest. Making sure that we're balancing rest and recovery with preparation. And we got to turn the page. That's the nature of this league. We got to prepare ourselves for the next game while we're preparing ourselves for the playoffs. So we just don't have a choice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily. See you soon.